Well, we are living in a crazy world. It's not all that crazy, but I mean, there's a shift. There's a shift. You get me? Because once upon a time, women were not allowed to go to school. Women were more of the home takers, home caretakers, sorry. So they took care of the home. Anything home, they were supposed to take care of home, like cooking for the husband, taking care of making sure the house is looking good, the house is neat, taking care of the children. That was what they were supposed to do. Going to the market to, I mean, get food stuff and all. That was what women were supposed to do back in those days. The 1960s, 70s, 80s. I mean, dating backwards. That was the definition of a woman. But currently, 2024 or 21st century, we are now in a situation where women go to school, women drive, women are rich, women can now provide their whole everything that was initially provided for them. So in that instance, where will society be now? Because it is not those days where you know, men used to provide everything for women. Now it is different because women can now provide everything for themselves. They now have access to schools, access to everything that a man has access to now. So without further ado, I want to play a video to you and then see what I'm talking about, like a glimpse of what I'm trying to explain.
It's not like he
And
doesn't allow. Let me like using the word allow may be extreme. So for instance, let's
Doesn't
say we are
want you to.
outside and then we went out to eat. He always pays. And one time we went to eat fufu the last time, and then I was supposed to pay. He told the waiter not to take the money from me, and he paid. Like everywhere we've been to, he always like pays. Like he always pays.
He's a simp.
And now he's not a simp.
Your boyfriend is a simp.
He's not a simp.
No, because he doesn't let you do
having
nothing. You don't do nothing.
Listen to
You
me.
just a chop. I'm sure you can. You just
He
sleep there.
is not a simp.
You just
he
sleep
just
there.
believes that this is what he's as a boyfriend.
He's
this
supposed
is
to
what
do.
he's supposed to bring to the table.
So he's a traditional man, but you're not a traditional woman.
Because
And he's okay with
we
that.
don't have these expectations for each other. My boyfriend is
Maybe
very
you're
much
just dating. Maybe we get married is different.
my boyfriend is very much that type of person that is like, you know what? I understand that you can't do this in the moment, but I can do this. Like when I go to his house sometimes and I sleep and I don't wake. You know, traditional men, some people they want their wives to be up at 6 a.m.
7 a.m.
My boyfriend knows that when I come home and I'm tired and I sleep, I'll wake up at 10 a.m. And if I come to his house and then he wakes up and let's say the hall is messy, he doesn't have a problem sweeping. He will never complain. And sometimes when I am also up and I see that, no, he's not Obolo. Master, I don't care. Even if it's Obolo, what? If it's Obolo and so what? Don't even wait, please.
What's wrong with Obolo?
I shock. Even if it's Obolo,
sometimes.
I'm not even going to say he's Obolo. He's not Obolo. I don't give a fuck. Even if he's Obolo and so what?
No, because sometimes men who usually do that, they have like a bad bitch, and the guy is like, not really nice. He's probably Obolo. He's not even nice.
Hey, please, my boyfriend is very handsome. He's a very handsome.
He's a really handsome guy, you know. But sometimes, but why are you making that face? Sometimes you see that those kind of guys, normally they're like fucking, like I said, with a bad bitch. And they want to do everything for that woman.
Hey, please,
and
no,
he's
bad.
Anything.
Forget. He's already bad. It's not that when you like somebody, you like somebody
to keep the person in your life.
Like you see the way she's saying that when they go out, she told the waitress, me if I go out with my man and I'm saying that today I'm paying, and we go and you are doing that, you are corny for me. I also tell the waitress to bring the bill. So right now, like we are just feeling like it's just like an understanding thing with every.
Yeah, so you just watched the video. Actually, this video is trending on X because of the girl who was talking about his man, I mean, doing everything for her. You get me? Now, you can see they refer to the man as a traditional man. Yeah. So, what's in this instance, what they are trying to say is a traditional man is somebody who feel like it is their duty to take care of their women or their wife. You get me? So they provide everything for the woman, and then the wife is supposed to also play her role as in maybe cooking and I mean taking care of the home and things. That's a typical traditional man. You get me? And these ladies are in a way confused, especially see if you are, right now it's more like a term, like they want these things have been going like I don't want DB. I want a girl who is a DB and all those stuff. Yeah. Charlie, trust me. Now, in this world where we're inside, we are in like we are in a world with three different kinds of women. Three different kinds of women. We have the submissive ones. They are mostly those submissive ones. They are not that rich. They are broke. I will not say broke, but broke, yes. And mostly you are supposed to take care of them. So what happens is because you have the money, they will come. When they are they are your husband, they will take care of the house. They will clean and all those stuff because they know they are not doing anything. So they'll wash your clothes for you, clean, cook, and those things. They respect you because you are the main provider of the house. And then we have them ladies now because women have access to schools and all those stuff. We have ladies who also go like they are now also in the corporate world. They are working just as you are also working. You get the whole thing. They are working. You are also working. And so you go to work. By the time you come back, she's also now gone to work. She's also now coming back. You all come home late, and you all come home like how I will talk tired. You get me? So in this instance, this is the other type of women that are also available. And then there are the other type of women that are also like working like this and all those stuff, but they still play the role of traditional women, even though they are also working in corporate world. They also still play the role of traditional women. So there are three types of ladies now. Clearly, this lady over here is the extreme part. I think because you can see she has her English, she has eloquence. Like she's eloquent in the way she gave her submission. It will mean say she has a very good education from a very good school. You get me? Yeah, because she can express herself well. Now, when you go and take this is a typical DB. For the guys out there, this is a typical DB. When you go and take a lady like this, what do you expect? We have to look at the thing in different ways. You get me? When you go and take a woman like this, bro, and you have a fantasy of I need my husband, my wife to take care of me in this way and that way and that way. See, it no go work. I don't blame her because she's a typical 21st century lady. She has everything. Like I said, I don't know her, but clearly from the way she's talking, she has everything. So you will be like, oh, uh, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. And I see people are bashing her on social media. A lot of people are bashing her. But why will you bash her? Why will you bash her? Because the boyfriend is a typical traditional man who feels like I think he grew up in a family where the man was taking his father was taking care of the mother all the time. So he feels that it is his duty to take care of the this thing, the woman. Or where where the whole thing contradicts a little bit for me because this Efia Odo lady, they've made themselves like the 21st century ladies, like these modern women. We don't work, we don't cook, we don't clean, we don't do everything. But at the same time, they expect guys to take care of them very well, treat them like princesses and all. So why is it that your friend is being treated like a princess and you are saying the guy is a simp? You see the way women can confuse themselves. You want this, the person is giving it to you, but you are saying the person is a simp because the person is giving it to you. Meanwhile, you want it too. So the lady is saying that her boyfriend can, if she's asleep, her boyfriend can clean the house, her boyfriend can cook for her, and all those stuff. This is what mostly ladies want. But the guy is providing one for her. The guy is providing such a service for the lady, and then you are saying that the guy is a simp. So what do you want? What at all do you want? And look, I understand why people are bashing this lady too. Because look, in as much as the guy doesn't want you to do anything for him at all, no, you just have to do it. See, because unless you don't like the guy, but if you really like the guy, sometimes it's so it is. Look, I have a friend in the UK right now. He's staying with his friend also in the UK, and his friend understands his situation that actually now he find him fit. So make it not stressing body. You go take care of the bills and everything in the house. Just make it like make it focus on his studies and all those stuff. So my friend talks to me about that guy. Not the one, not the one that is being taken care of in the UK. He talks to me about the actually, they feel comfortable and all. And I'm like, yeah, you cannot feel comfortable because you're a man, you're a guy, you have an ego. You also you don't want people to take care of you like that. So this guy doesn't want you to do anything. So what you are going to do is, without his knowledge, if you have some money where you feel like, oh, I go fit buy some groceries and put it in the fridge, you buy the groceries and then carry put the fridge inside. By the time it will come, Charlie, the thing did already. If you take talk, you say carry go back. The day you feel like, oh, money can't do your body, you can take care of the maybe electricity bill. Then you take care of the bill. By the time it come, oh, the bill has been taken care of already. Even though he doesn't want you to do it, you do it. Because you also like him. You don't want him to be spending so much on you. You get what I'm trying to say? So the same thing goes for the lady. Gisela, or yeah, her name is Gisela. Your guy doesn't want you to pay anything. Probably maybe in public. Yeah, he doesn't want to pay anything. But bro, sister, you can pay by force. Or by the time the waiter comes, no, now what you bill needed that. Or you can make some excuse me, then go and see the waiter somewhere like, yo, how much is the bill? By the time the whole thing comes, this shows some level of, some you respect the guy in a certain way, and you don't want everything to be done by the guy. You get what the whole thing is. But if you see like my guy doesn't want me to do anything, and then one thing she also said was the sleeping time, bro, sister. You cannot tell me you like somebody and then do these things to him, especially as a guy. See, whatever you want to say, a guy will always be traditional. Guys, I always tell, I have a lady friend at my workplace, and I tell her, say, look, we guys, we don't want a lot. We want just something small. We want you to give us some small things, and it will be okay with you. We don't want a lot. Just some one or two things, Yeah, and some of these things are what this lady is saying. Yeah, you go work, you come, or whatever, wherever you go, you come, you tire. You get me? Maybe I don't say you tire. Yeah, I don't say you tire. But and I would like to say bed. I would like you to sleep so that at least you will take the stress off and all those stuff. But look, if I see say, in as much as maybe you come home, you come around 2, and then by 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. you are up, you are cleaning the dishes, you are washing dishes, you are sweeping the house. Me, I know say you tire. Hey, like, hey, Charlie, when a woman this, this woman there, see, you know the things I will spill to you, my friends about you. So now this woman there, she be married material. Charlie, the time she come home, way, like, she sana can't sweep. The next morning now, she say she's up before me safe. She dey sweep them things. Now I need this woman in my life. That is where the marriage and things they step in. You did and you buy something, you buy some sneaker, give your guy. Like just something small details. So then you win the guy over. These are some of the things. But she is saying that her boyfriend doesn't mind doing those things. And she's taking advantage of the guy, which is so bad. So bad. Now before I talk again, let's continue. Let's watch another clip of this particular girl. Let's go on.
Even me as a girl, I don't know how to iron because in my house I
You
have
don't
a
know how to
brother.
iron?
No, I have a brother.
Even now, you don't know how to iron.
No, I have a brother. I have a little brother we grew up with, and he was the one doing the ironing because he and I are like 2 years apart. So he was the one doing the ironing for my mom and I. And then if I have to do like certain things, well, my house is actually very different. So when it comes to cooking and everything, my house is different. But the ironing bit,
In your house, when it comes to cooking and cleaning, who does the cooking and cleaning?
my mom.
She does everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but like if there's no men in the house.
So there wasn't any money in my house, like since I was a kid till I grew up.
Wow.
And so my mommy always had helps in the house.
Okay.
And she was a very busy woman. So it's either I see my mommy doing the cooking and cleaning or the help is doing the cooking and cleaning. It has been like that in all of my family houses that I've been in. Like my aunties and my grandmother's houses, there's always somebody to help do the domestic stuff.
Okay, so now that you are in a relationship, right? Let's bring it to you because we know you people are the ones in relationships. Me, I'm talking to someone, but even the talking to,
Yes,
I still
like,
yeah. So, what role do you play in the relationship? Are you cooking for your man? Are you cleaning? Are you doing laundry? Is he supporting you financially? Like, what do you do in your relationship?
Princess, do you want to tell us?
No, I'm talking to you.
No, you first, then me.
Okay, so I'll just start by saying that my relationship is not a typical relationship that most of you may find yourselves in because I feel
it's
like
2024. I feel like right now there's different types of relationships.
yeah, well, okay. I feel like me and my partner, we understand each other to some extent when it comes to gender roles. we actually don't have gender roles, apart from the fact that I actually one time asked my boyfriend what he thinks about 50-50 and a man being a provider. And his opinion was that he thinks that that is what he's supposed to do in the relationship. He grew up seeing his father being the provider in the house, because there are only two men in the house, him and his dad, and then the rest are women. And he grew up seeing that, so he doesn't see why he shouldn't be the provider in a relationship. So I asked him, assuming we're married, who will be taking care of the bills and then paying for stuff in the house? He said him. So I'm like, okay, King. And then that's how our relationship is. So when it comes to payment of stuff, my boyfriend never lets me pay for anything. But that's just me though. I'm not saying that everybody should like do that. But that's just me. He never lets me pay for anything. And then when it comes to cooking, well, I don't cook on a normal.
So, like I said, a lot of us guys will be saying, say, we want a DB, a DB, a DB, we want a DB lady and all those stuff. So this is a typical extreme example of a DB lady. And see, I don't blame her, because the way I grew up, most of us grew up in our homes. It's different from the way she grew up. And that is how it is. Charlie, this Ghana we have two different types of families. We have the family that are like they are not that rich, and so everything is brought up in the traditional way. You get what I'm trying to say? If you're a lady, you have to sweep and all those stuff. And then we have the rich people too that like for them they have house helps, they have laundry machines, they don't wash with their hands and all those stuff. Now, if you go and take a lady like this and you expect her to come and wash your clothes for you, you might think that she's not respectful and all those stuff, but it is not the way she grew up. You have to understand this. Stop conflicting certain things, Charlie. If you want to go for a lady who will come and take care of you and all those stuff, and you want a DB girl, then make sure she's those DB girls that were trained in a traditional way. Basically, that is the thing. And why will you blame? You can't blame her, because there are lots of ladies like this now. Things have changed, things have shifted. You get me? She said she doesn't do ironing. She doesn't even know how to iron. And then you, Mr. Traditional Man, you go pick woman, you go pick Sister Dadaba, because she can get money and all those stuff. And then she doesn't even iron. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She doesn't do anything. How will you feel? Hmm? I swear the whole thing is some way be. But I mean, and you heard her, she kept saying help, our help, our help. That is what we them has made. Yeah. So you know, she literally doesn't do anything. And I bet you she went to an international school. Where the international school too, their way of living is different from those public school or those other schools that we typically know. Where they lash students when students doesn't do well or a student misbehaves, then go lash them. No? Those people, they are school. If a student says something bad, say, Master, you know, who are you to lash the student? You go see your mother. If like go and touch somebody in Kidi. So their whole lifestyle is different. Different culture. We are in the same Ghana, but different culture. So can you imagine? So right now you should ask yourself a question. If you should go and pick a woman like that, you go feel merge, the two of you go feel merge together. In fact, you get what I'm trying to say? Empha. And so these are some of the things. I feel like people are bashing her on the timeline too much. And I mean, somebody has to defend her. Because sometimes we have to know what we are all about and where we are going, like the kind of person that shall it be a whole lot. It be a whole lot. But you have to understand this is the 21st century. Personally, when you come to me personally, I don't mind having a lady who I can cook. I can clean, I can do all those stuff. But in as much as I'm doing those stuff for you, probably because I'm from a poor home, so I'm now building myself up. I cannot go and take a lady that like be a fan at Nameson, then I will take care of the bills. No. Any woman that will come into my life, personally, we are going to share bills, and I don't mind getting a woman that is from corporate world or has her own business. We are going to share things together. So I'll go to work. When I come home, I'm tired. You also go to work. When you come home, you are tired. The person who gets home first, do the cooking. Or maybe, oh, okay, worker says, so what if the person intentionally delays? If he delays, cool. I'll still do the cooking because I don't have a problem. That is what we are in. That is what I accepted to be in. I can cook. I can clean. So I don't have a problem. But one thing is for sure, you as a lady must also know how to cook. you must also learn how to clean. So that when maybe I'm stressed out and you can take over, you take over. We just have to share. I'm I'm very realistic because Charlie, right now where we did, women are also going to school. Women are also, I don't know the type of lady I will be ending up with. But one thing is for sure, if I'm to end up with somebody who is also just like me, that means we'll have to share certain responsibilities. You get what I'm trying to say? So basically, yeah, this be the whole vibe. This is the whole vibe, Charlie. This be the whole thing. Sometimes some of us guys have to understand that this is where we are now. It will be very, very difficult to get a typical traditional woman. A typical traditional woman is broke. She's not somebody who is like, I mean, yeah, she's probably broke. You get what I'm trying to say? Until we fana, she's not doing anything, she will take care of the home and all those stuff. Or you want to make her a typical traditional woman, you tell her, don't work, stay at home, I'll pay you, just clean the home and all those stuff. Then that one too cool. You get me? So, Charlie, guys, stop bashing her too much. You didn't grow up in you didn't grow up where she grew up. She grew up in a different environment and all those stuff. Like, Charlie. So basically, in that, and if you like the content, if you like what I just did, you can you can subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1K subscribers. Yeah, that's not been an easy journey, but yeah, we are still there. We are still going there. And if you like the content, if what I just spoke about, you can click on the like button. Please, let's click on the like button because it goes a long way for me. You get me, in the channel. And then if you have anything to also share, we can do discussions also in the comment section. I reply quickly if somebody, I mean, I get a notification when somebody comments, so I'll just reply to you. You get me? Yeah. And so yeah. And I forgot to introduce myself. This is the Life of Randy podcast. Yeah, I'm the host, Randy Boine. All right, Charlie. Have a nice day. Peace.